Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is JJo, and today's Bible verse that we'll be taking a look at today is a verse that teaches that God's power is made perfect in weakness, and that we should be content in our sufferings. This verse is a part of the Apostle Paul's response to the challenges that he faced in his ministry. It highlights a profound spiritual truth about human weakness and divine strength. And here it is. 2 Corinthians 12 verse 10. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. And now let's break down what this verse means together. First, Paul's sufferings. Paul experienced many hardships in his ministry, including physical illnesses, insults, hardships, persecutions, and distress, as the verse says. Yet, he says he takes pleasure in these struggles, not because they are enjoyable, but because they serve a greater purpose, to glorify Christ. Second, dependence on God's strength. Paul's statement, for when I am weak, then I am strong, encapsulates the paradox of Christian faith. When believers acknowledge their own limitations and weaknesses, they open themselves to fully rely on God's strength. Through this dependence, they find a divine power that sustains them, even in their most vulnerable moments. This reflects a recurring theme in Paul's teachings. God's grace is sufficient to carry believers through trials. As in 2 Corinthians 12 verse 9 says, the verse before this one. Instead of trying to overcome hardships through personal strength, Paul embraces his weaknesses, knowing that God's power is made perfect in them. And third, Christ-centered perspective. The phrase, for Christ's sake, is crucial. Paul's joy in his hardships comes from his understanding that enduring them brings glory to Christ. His sufferings serve a higher purpose, advancing the gospel and showcasing God's power working through him. And now here are three things that this verse requests you to do. The first, embrace your weaknesses. This verse teaches that it's okay to admit you're not always strong. Acknowledging weaknesses invites God's strength into your life. The second, rejoice in trials. While difficult, believers are encouraged to see challenges as opportunities for spiritual growth and a deeper reliance on God. And third, trust in God's grace. God's grace is sufficient for every need. Rely on Him rather than your own abilities. So y'all, I need you to understand, the weaker we are, the more dependent we become. God wants us to depend on Him, so He will take us to the point of that dependence. Not because He hates us, but because He loves us and wants to show us what He can and will do for us. Have a blessed day, y'all, and peace out to you.